Hey everybody, hope you had a great weekend and you're ready for some new spelling words and new phonics patterns that we're going to be talking about this week. Remember, anytime we add new spelling words or add new phonics patterns, that's just a chance for your brain to grow and for you to get smarter and be able to read and recognize more and more words. So it's exciting every time we get to add new things to our learning. That way you're becoming a better reader and a better writer by the day. Okay. So our spelling words for this week, the first word is F-R-O-M. Do you know what this word spells? This is from. Like I have a gift from you. From. Or where is this from? Okay, so this is from. F-R-O-M. If you sound out from, it does not look the way that it sounds. It sounds like it should be Sounds like there should be a U there, but there's an O. So you're going to have to remember in your brain, it's F-R-O-M, not U-M. All right? The next spelling word this week is or. O-R. If you know the phonics stance, you know that the chunk O-R says or. It's O-R, or. But or is also a word. It is a chunk in some words, but it's also just a word by itself, O-R, or. So would you like this or that for dinner? Or. It's like a comparing word. Okay, next spelling word is O-N-E. What is this word? One. And this is not like I won the game. That's W-O-N. One, O-N-E, is like the number 1. So we have one student absent today. That would be an example using the number 1. So this is the number word for 1, O-N-E. The next spelling word this week is H-A-D, had. Had. I had a great time. Had. Okay, so this is a spelling word for this week, had. The next spelling word is B-Y, by, by. Such as, this book is written by Mo Willems, by. And our final spelling word this week is maybe the longest one that we've had so far this year. It's a 5-letter word. W-O-R-D-S. Words. It's our spelling word this week. Words. How many words can you read? Words. Words is also one that if you sound it out, it doesn't quite sound the way that it looks. Words. You don't really hear it. If you sounded it out the correct way, O-R says or. Words. Words. So it doesn't quite look the way that it actually is spelled. So you're going to have to really practice this one for words. W-O-R-D-S. Words. So again, this week our spelling words are from, or, one, had, by, and words. Okay? And remember, you need to practice your spelling words besides just the work that I give you, because it takes a lot of practice to get these words down and to really keep them in your brain. So practice outside of our schoolwork. Maybe you can practice by doing chalk words outside, or you can practice maybe doing jumping jacks and spelling the words as you do jumping jacks. But you do need to keep practicing these because it does take a lot of practice to make them stick in your brain. All right. We are going to talk about some short E word families today, and later this week we're going to talk about the short O word families. We've already talked about short A and short E word families. Short E's this week. We talked about short A and short I word families already. So we're going to talk about short E and short O, and then next week we'll talk about short U. So we will have covered all of the short vowel word families by next week. All right, so moving on to short E. All right, we have several short E word families here. We are going to talk about the et word family, the N word family, ed, egg, ek, and esh. Okay, so let's get started thinking about some et words first. Et. What about net? Et. Net. N-E-T. Et. Net. Another word in the et word family. How about bet? B. Et. Bet. Bet. I can think of another word that rhymes with these because remember, if they are all in the same word family, they rhyme, okay? Because the beginning sound is all that changes. Net, bet. What about set? Et. Set. Like set the table. All right, how about let? Et. Let. Remember, you should be helping me spell these at home too. That's going to help you become better at these short E word families if you're helping spell. All right, so net, bet, set, let. How about jet? J. Et. Jet. Okay, one more short E word family word. What about get? Get. What does get begin with? What letter? A G. Get. G. Et. Get. G-E-T. Okay, so this is the et word family. Net, bet, set, let, jet, get. All rhyme. They're all in the et word family and all have et in common. They just have different beginning sounds. By the way, this word get here in Texas, sometimes we don't say our correctly. I've talked to you guys about this before, and we're actually going to talk about it with another word in this next word family. A lot of times in Texas we say get, like get your things. And if we sounded that word out, it would be it, like G-I-T, but that's not how you spell it. If we were saying the word correctly in Texas, we would be saying get with a short E sound. Get. I'm totally guilty of saying get, though, all the time. But the correct way to pronounce it is get, because it has a short E, not a short I. Okay, moving on to the next short E word family. We have the N word family. Let's start out with men. How do I spell it? Men. Men. M-E-N. Okay, how about 10? Ten. T-N. 10. T-E-N. 10. This is that word I was talking about that I said I would talk to you about it in the E-N word family. 10. This is how you spell the number 10. A lot of times in Texas we say 10 with an I instead of an E. But if you're talking about the number, it's T-E-N. 10. If we say it with the I, 10, T-I-N, that's talking about like a metal type of metal, like a metal roof, a tin roof. So if you're saying the number 10, you really should be saying 10. And I'm totally bad about saying it the wrong way too. Okay, so men, 10, zen, Z-Z-N, Z-E-N, zen. How about hen? Hen, as in the hen is laying eggs. Hen is H. N. Hen. H-E-N. All right, next. How about den, like the lion's den? Den. D-D-D-D. D-E. D-N. N. D-E-N. Den. All right, what about somebody's name? Names can be in word families too. What about Ben? Ben, like Benjamin. Ben. Capital B. Why am I putting a capital here? I'm putting a capital letter because it's a name, and names get capital letters. So capital B-E-N, Ben. Okay, all of these words are in the same word family and they all rhyme. Moving on to our next word family, we have the ed word family. Ed. What's a word in the ed word family? How about bed? Ed. Bed. B-E-D. Bed. Remember, all I'm doing is adding a sound to the beginning and thinking of these words. I'm not having to really think too hard. If I just go down the alphabet and go, well, is bed a word? Yes. Is ked a word? Because that starts with a C. No. Is dead a word with a D? Yes, but it's not spelled that way. But I guess I could write it, but it wouldn't be actually a real word in the word family. So I keep going. You just go down the alphabet and add letters to the beginning of these words and see if they actually make word families. Okay, so bed. How about fed? F. Ed. Fed. Bed, fed. What about the color word? Red. R. Ed. Red. All right. How about led? I led the way. Ed. Led. If someone gets married, they wed. Ed. Wed. And finally, I can think of another name that is in the word family of ed here. How about Ted? Ted. Ted begins with what? It begins with a T. Now, since it's a name, I need to put a capital T. Ed. Ted. Okay? Words in the ed word family. All right, and I'm sorry if I'm moving a little fast. I'm trying to not make it too terribly long, and we have a lot of word families to cover. So, that's why we're kind of going quick today. All right, words in the egg word family. Egg. Egg. What's a word in the egg word family? What about b? What if I add a b to the front of egg? What word is that going to be? Beg. B. Egg. B-E-G. Beg. What if I add an ul to the beginning of the egg word family? Ul, egg. What word does that make? Leg. Ul, egg. Leg. Alrighty. How about peg? Peg. Egg. Peg. All right. I thought of another name that could also be in the egg word family. What if we add a Meg. Meg. Now, am I going to put a lowercase m or a capital? We need a capital M because it's a name. Egg. Meg. Beg, leg, peg, meg. All of these words rhyme because they all have what sound? Egg. Remember, words rhyme if they have the same middle and ending sound. If their beginning sound is just different, that's fine. But they all rhyme and they're all in the same word family. All right, on to the ek word family. Ek. What if I add d to the front of ek? D plus ek equals deck. D. Ek. Deck. Now remember, in this word family here, when you have a short vowel, after your short vowel, you need a CK. So since the E is saying eh, you have a k sound here, it's going to be CK because the vowel is short, okay? So deck, what else? How about rec? Now, rec is spelled with this chunk at the beginning, and one of the letters in the chunk you cannot hear. The phonics stance card for this one goes like this. Shh, don't wake the W next to the R. What's it say? Okay? Because there's a W in front here and then an R, but you can't hear the W. The W is silent. All you can hear is the okay? So ek, wreck. Wreck. What about check? Check. Ch, ch, ch. What goes ch, ch, ch? What digraph is that? Ch, ch, ch. C-H. Ch, ch, ch. C-H. Ch, ch, ch. C-H. Ch, ch, ch. Ch. Ek. Ek. Okay. Check. What if I add sp to the front of ek? Sp. What word will that be? Speck. Sp, sp, sp. Sp. Ek. Speck. Okay. What if I take off the S here? Take off the S. We're left with peck. P, 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 p. Ek. Peck. P-E-C-K. Peck. All right. Finally, how about if we add n to the front? N. We have neck. 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 All right. Our final short E word family is the esh word family. Esh. Okay, what about, and I had a hard time thinking up words that would be in the esh word family, so I can only think of two. You may be able to think of more than me. All right, what about mesh? Esh. Remember, S-H, sh, sh, sh. Okay? Mesh. What if I add a blend, fl, to the front? Esh. Flesh. 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 All right. Whew. We thought of a lot of words in that short amount of time. So here are our short E word families. Remember we talked about et, en, ed, egg, ek, and esh. And let's read our words together. So remember, these all have et in them. So all I have to do is look at the beginning sound and I can say the word. Net, bet, set, let, jet, get. Okay? N word families. So, or the N word family. All of these words are going to have the N sound. All I have to do is change that beginning or initial sound. Men, ten, zen, hen, den, ben. Hope you're reading these with me. All right, our next word family is the ed word family. We came up with bed, fed, red, led, wed, and Ted. Then we had the egg word family. We read and came up with beg, leg, peg, and meg. Next was the ek word family. We have deck, wreck, check, speck, peck, and neck. And then finally was the esh word family with mesh and flesh. So don't forget, short E says eh. And in all of these word families here, the words in the word family all rhyme. All that they have that's different is their beginning sound. Tomorrow we're going to manipulate some letters with magnetic letters and just kind of explore how changing that beginning sound still keeps the words in the same word family. See you tomorrow.